The chapter name is The Quest for El Dorado. El Dorado is a mythological place. It is a mythical place which does not exist actually, but it has many tales related to it, that it is the richest place on the earth. It has a lot of gold. Everything was gold. Everything was made up of gold. The streets, the trees, the temples, the house, the walls, the path, everything was made of gold. So El Dorado is a kind of treasure for everything. So in this chapter we will know how people in ancient time set out for the long voyages to explore new places. And why they explore new places? They explore new places to find out the wealth, because it was said earlier that there are so many places on the earth, on this planet, which are abundance of wealth, which are full of a lot of wealth, and nobody has reached over there till the time. So they for gradually, one by one, people set out for to search such kind of places and to be rich by the treasure of them there. So in that series there was a this expedition is this explore was also set about, and the place which was discovered is named as El Dorado. So let's start the story. It was the promise of wealth beyond measure that lured the explorers. They traveled to seek out El Dorado, the mythical city of gold that was supposedly located in the unexplored interior of South America. Everyone, you can take your pencil along with your book so that you can underline the important thing that I will tell you, and you can also write down the meanings of the some words which you think are hard to remember. So you can write down the meanings of the words also. So please take your pencils along with you and write down the things on your book only. So it was the promise of wealth beyond measure that lured the explorers. They traveled to seek out El Dorado, the mythical city of gold that was supposedly located in unexplored interior of South America. So this El Dorado city was a mythical city of gold. Mythical means something which does not exist really, but we used to listen and hear about it in the stories, in the fables, or in the tales. So it is such kind of a city, El Dorado, which is said that even everything, trees, logs, and golds, everything is made up of gold. So such kind of a city was exist in the myths only in South America, inside the South America. Interior of South America means, interior means a place of which is deeply placed inside of something. El Dorado was believed to be unimaginably rich, with dazzling gold paved streets, golden temples, and rich mines of gold and silver. So, this city, El Dorado, was believed that in this city, the gold and the silver lies over there, like the logs are left over there, anywhere. जैसे कि एक सिटी में लॉग्स पड़े रहते हैं, लकड़ियां पड़ी रहती है, ट्रीज पड़े रहते हैं कटे हुए, दैट वे the mines, the gold and the silver logs uh, are lying over there, and even the streets are paved with the gold. जो streets हैं वो भी gold से pave की गई हैं. About there were fanciful tales about a mighty city where billets of gold lay about in heaps, as if they were logs of wood marked out to burn. So, in this mighty city, billets means, you can write down the meaning of this word billets. Billets means bars, pieces. The bars of gold lay about in heaps. is ऐसा माना जाता है कि in this mighty city the bar gold bars, gold logs are lying in the heaps. Heaps means the pile of something, बहुत सारी, in a great quantity. So the gold bars are lying in the heaps as if they were logs of wood marked out to burn. ऐसे पड़े रहते हैं जैसे कि लकड़ी के गट्ठर पड़े रहते हैं. So such way the gold bars are like that. Between 1530 and 1650, 50 AD, thousands of Europeans searched the jungles, plains, mountains, and rivers of South America for El Dorado. Due to this richness, all over the world, people set out for the exploring such this El Dorado and to get rich without doing anything. So between in the year 1530 and 1650 AD, many Europeans, especially the people from Europe, went out to search this kind of place. If they could, if this place is mentioned in the fable, they believe that if such kind of place is mentioned in the fables or in the tales or in the mythological things, it must be appear. So they used to set out for the search of this place, and they go for the jungles, plains, mountains, rivers, everything. They find out everything to find out this city of South America for El Dorado. An expedition would begin typically in a town on the Spanish coast. So they used to set out. They used to start their expedition from the Spanish coast. Spanish means the coast which is related to Spain. Spain is a country. So such kind of expedition starts from the Spanish coast. Coast means means the bank of the ocean, the bank of sea. A charismatic and influential individual would announce his intention to go forth in search of the fabled wealth of El Dorado. So whenever someone is a kind of personality which is very enthusiastic, which is very powerful, which is just like having up all power to do anything in this world. So that kind of personality is called charismatic personality. So a charismatic and influential individual, whoever has the good stamina, good influence in the city, and has a good personality, daring personality, they would announce to set for the quest for the El Dorado. And once when they announce, जब भी वो announce करते कि हम एक ऐसी एक्सपेडिशन पे, एल डोराडो एक्सपेडिशन पे, एक्सप्लोरिंग पे हम निकल रहे हैं, दे इन सर्च ऑफ द फेबल्ड wealth of the El Dorado, ये बता दे कि हम जो ये fabled means something that is already told in the fables. Fables means the stories, ancient stories. So fabled is wealth of El Dorado. Yes, Devansh, you want to ask something? Okay, so whenever they announce any person in the Spanish coast, they announce that they are going to set an expedition. So many of the Europeans get along with them, anywhere from 100 to 700 Europeans. Now you can see here how many Europeans would go along with them. 100 to 700 Europeans, mostly Spaniards. Spaniards means the natives of Spain, the citizen of Spain. Mostly Spaniards would sign up, bringing their own armor, weapons, and horses. So they said they also get registered. They also assign. They also ask, accept this offer, and they get ready with all their armor. Armor means the weapons, the hatiyar, all the things that is necessary to set out for a journey, and the weapons and the horses. At times, they would take livestock to slaughter and eat along the way. Now, here you will find out how, when in ancient time people used to set out for the long journeys, what preparations they used to make, what things they used to carry with them for a long journeys. Why they make such kind of preparations? Because these journeys took almost years to return to their places. So for the years they plan everything, they arrange things to get survive. So Europeans also bring their own armor, weapons and horses. Armor, why they take armors they take to fight out to the uh, unsupportive or any enemitive people if they found in their journey. So to tackle them they used to take their armor with them. They take livestock, means the animals, the eatable animals, so that they can slaughter them, they can cut them and they can eat their meat by cooking their way. Fighting dogs were always brought along, and they also brought them with them, the fighting dogs. The fighting dogs help guard them in a case of any problem, as they were useful when fighting the indigenous population of the continent. Indigenous means the local population. Sometimes it happens when any unknown person, any strange person, any person which is not looking like the safe one comes to us, our locality. We used to and start inquire them. We used to be very aggressive to them so that we should make ourselves safe. In this way, in ancient time when the people are not well connected with each other, nowadays the people are very much and connected with the internet, with the web. But in ancient time when there was no way of communication, people used to be unaware of each other. We do not know that after hundred of miles there is any country, or with some people, some other kind of people are living over there. So whenever such kind of person comes to our land, it is supposed to be an enemy. So to fight such kind of things, they used to bring fighting dogs with them. Once on South American soil, South American soil means on the land of South America. The expedition would head off into the jungle and would last any length of time from a few months to a few years. On the way, these explorers would meet native inhabitants who would be either tortured or piled with gifts in the pursuit of information. Once on South American soil, the expedition would head off into the jungle and would last any length of time from a few months to a few years. So when they start their expedition, their exploration, what happens on the South American soil? South American soil means here the land of South America. The expedition would head off into the jungle and would last any length of time from a few months to few years. If साउथ अमेरिका में एक बार जो एक्सपेडिशन एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टार्ट होती थी, it would go to the jungle also, it would go to any form of the land, and it would take time from months to years. There was not certain time when the expedition will get over. It takes sometimes it will be finished in a few months, and sometimes it takes a lot of years. So on the way, these explorers would meet native inhabitants who would be either tortured or piled with gifts in the pursuit of information. The natives would point in any direction and send them on their way, having learned that it was the best way to get rid of these rude and violent men. So, in this paragraph, you will find what problems the explorer used to face with the local person. What tricks and what tactics the local person used to use to get rid of these explorers. So they think that these explorers must be their enemy, so they do not welcome their on their land. Even what they do, let us know here. On the way, these explorers would meet native inhabitants. Native inhabitants means the person who live on that unknown person, who would be either tortured or piled with gifts in the pursuit of information. So these, in the on their way, when the explorer would reach there, either they will be tortured. The local people used to torture them, or sometimes if they are on the good land, they are on the honest land. So sometimes the explorer was piled with the gifts. Plied with the gifts means sometimes the explorer have to give the gifts to the native person to pursue the information, so that they can get the information from the for the four way. आगे आने वाले रास्तों के पता करने के लिए either they have to give the gifts to the native person. So there are these this thing will come in your question and answer, so please read it very carefully. And you can also underline this line. So what problems you explorer used to find in their way? They would meet native inhabitants who would be either tortured or plied with gifts in their pursuit of information. So you can underline this line. The natives would point in any. This was the first thing that they faced as a difficulty. What another thing they faced? The natives would point out in any direction and send them on their way, having learned that it was the best way to get rid of these rude and violent men. This rude and violent men is used for the explorer. This is used for the explorer. So the native, the local person of the land, used to think that the explorers are the rude, they are the enemies. So what they used to do to get rid of them, उनसे छुटकारा पाने के लिए, and to let them away, scare them away, उन्हें भगाने के लिए, what they used to do, they tell them the wrong way. वो उन्हें किसी wrong direction में send कर देते थे to as the right way. उन्हें ये बताकर कि we know about the way of El Dorado, and they used to send them wrong way, और उनको वो गलत दिशा में भेज देते थे. So such kind of this was the first thing that explorer used to get difficulty, and this is the second thing, the incorporation of the native person, in indigenous person. Meanwhile, illness, desertion, and attacks would whittle down the expedition. This is also the important line for your question. This will also come, so you can underline this line also. This is the third problem they used to find. So when they are on the exploration, when they are on the expedition, what happens? Although they start their journey with the 100 to 700 people, but what happens in the way? They you Some of the people get ill, so they get die, or some people desert them in between of the uh, their journey due to the tortures, due to the hardship of the voyage. So they used to leave in between the journey. Sometimes the attacks would whittle them down, and sometimes the other places, then the strange person, strange places, people who thought them as an enemy, they attack on them, and in that attack some of the voyages, some of the explorers get killed. So in this way, when they start their journey, their expedition with the 700 people, they left with a few. So this was all the problem the explorer used to face. Nevertheless, the expedition proved surprisingly resilient, braving mosquito-infested swamps, angry natives, blazing heat and plains, flooded rivers, and dangerous mountain passes. Eventually, when their numbers dwindled or the leader died, the expedition would give up and return home. So this paragraph is also important. You can also underline these lines. These are the things that your explorer used to face in their. So these are the things that they have faced in their in the expeditions. What these are? Nevertheless, सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं था that their people get lost or get killed, or they desert them in between, but they have to also face the weather problems, the natural problems also. The expeditions proved surprisingly resilient, braving mosquito infested. Sometimes they stepped into the land which is mosquito infested. वो कुछ कभी कभी कुछ ऐसी लैंड्स पे स्टेप कर देते थे, स्वैम्प्स जहाँ पर बहुत सारे स्वैम्प्स होते थे, दलदल होती थी, मॉस्किटो इन्फेस्टेड जिनमें बहुत सारे मॉस्किटोज, डेंजरस मॉस्किटोज होते थे, एंग्री नेटिव्स जहाँ के नेटिव्स बहुत एंग्री होते थे, ब्लेजिंग हीट, the temperature, the weather of that place would be blazing heat, which is causing the skin allergies kind of things. on the plains, flooded rivers, dangerous mountain passes. So these all the natural disasters they also face in their expeditions. Eventually, when their numbers didn't or their leader died, and sometimes it happens that their captains, one who started these voyages, uh, leadership, so they also died in that case. And once if their number of explorers became very few, so in such conditions they have to quit their expeditions, and the remaining people will come back to their places without getting reaching to their goal. So this also happens in their expeditions. I hope everyone has got it understood very well.